start our 12th chapter, that is Basics Concepts of Geometry. So this geometry chapter, children, you have already learned in class 4. So we know that, children, all geometrical figures are made up of basic figures. Yes or no, children? Yes. So all geometrical figures are made up of some basic figures. So let's see. First one is your point, then line segment, ray, plane. Then we will learn about intersecting lines, parallel lines, as well as perpendicular lines. So let's get started with point. So what is a point, children? So a point indicates a position in space. You can see here, it's a point here. It has no length, breadth or thickness. So this P, R, S, all are points in space. We read them as point P, point R, point S. Next, dear children, line. So a line is made of infinite number of points. You can see a line is made of infinite number of points. The arrowhead indicates that line has no beginning or end. That is, line can extend in both the directions. So if I name the line as PQ or QP, symbolically it's written as PQ or QP like this. Okay, children? And we can read it as line PQ or line QP. Anyway, we can read. So here is the line, children. On it ABC I have marked. So any 2 points on line can be used to name it. Any 2 points we can use to name it, like line AB we can tell, line BC, line AC, line CB or line CA or BA. Anyway we can name. Or we can name with a single alphabet also, line L. And we can read it as line L. Okay? So let's, children, move on to line segment. So a line segment contains finite number of points. It is made up of finite number of points. It is a fixed distance between 2 points. And it has 2 endpoints also. Here you can see a line segment DE. It has endpoint D as well as endpoint E, a starting end as well as a ending. We read as line segment DE or ED. Measuring a line segment. Let's see, children, how to measure a line segment. So distance between 2 points is called the length of the segment. So the distance between 2 points in a line segment is called the length of the line segment. So we measure line segment by use of a ruler. Yes, children, by use of a ruler. So you can see here, children, a ruler is marked with centimeters. Okay, a ruler marked with centimeters. And each centimeter is divided into 10 parts. Each centimeter is divided into 10 parts. And each part, is, children, is equal to 1 millimeter. Okay. So now let's see one example, children. So here measure the line segment XY is given. First what we will do, we will place the 0 head on the X point. Then when we mark the Y point, it is showing 5.3. Okay, so we will write line segment XY, or we can represent symbolically XY is equal to 5.3 centimeters. Next is your children ray. So ray also contains infinite number of points. A ray has one end point. It has only one end point. The other end of the ray is extended indefinitely. It can be extended. This other end can be extended. We read it as ray xy, and symbolically we can represent it as ray xy. So do not read ray xy as yx. It is wrong, children, because the ray is starting from x. So here we can also name the ray like AB, ray AC. Next, children, let's see what you mean by intersecting line. So when two lines meet at one point, they are called intersecting lines. So here the point P is the point of intersection. The line AB and line CD are meeting at point P. So we can tell line AB and line CD are intersecting lines. Next is the children parallel lines. So the two lines that are at same distance and do not meet are called parallel lines. The line AB and CD do not meet. So these are called parallel lines. So we read it as line AB is parallel to line CD. Symbolically, we can represent it like AB parallel symbol line CD. So we see that the either edges of the ruler are parallel. Okay, these are the two edges of the ruler. These are parallel to each other. Got it, children? Next is your children perpendicular lines. So when two intersecting lines, these two lines are intersecting, make a right angle at the point of intersection. Then they are called perpendicular lines. So these two lines are making a right angle at the point of intersection. Got it, children? You can see at point P, all are meeting, an angle APC and angle BPC, all are 90 degree. Okay? So we read it as AB is perpendicular to CD. AB is perpendicular to CD. Symbolically, we represented it like this. Okay? So we see all angles are 90 degree. So remember, children, a point has only position and no dimension. Okay? A point has no measurement, no length, breadth or height. Next, a line extends indefinitely in both directions. A line extends. We cannot measure a line. Then if a line segment is a part of a line with two endpoints. We read. Then a ray. A ray has one endpoint. We all know a ray has one endpoint. So two lines intersect only at one point. So two lines can only intersect at one point. So many lines can pass through a single point. So many lines can pass through a single point. The perpendicular lines intersect at a point making a 90 degree angle. Always perpendicular lines intersect each other with an angle. And children, parallel lines never meet each other. Okay? Remember the edges of a ruler. It never meets each other. So children, let's move on to our next topic, that is angles. So children, an angle is formed by two rays that have a common endpoint. Here children, the common endpoint is Q and the rays are QP and QR. So the common endpoint is called the vertex, children. Here the vertex is Q and the rays QP as well as QR are called the arms of the angle. So when naming the angle, children, the vertex is always written in the middle. Here you can see PQR, Q is written in the middle, and RQP, Q is written in the middle. So PQR is same as RQP. Okay? So we measure and draw an angle using protractor. So here you can see the protractor on the screen. And we express the measurement of an angle by use of degrees or by degrees. Next is your children measuring an angle. So here we need to measure angle LMN. So what to do? Step 1, you will place the center of the protractor on the vertex of the angle. Vertex is here M. Okay children? And you will see the zero line should be kept on the baseline or the base angle or the base of the angle. Here the base is MN. And children, you will measure the angle here from right side as the arrowhead is pointing towards right. Arrowhead is pointing towards right. So from right, you will start from 0. 0 you will move towards, it's showing 75 degrees. Okay. The green line is showing its measure from right side from the 0. Here it's shown it's 75 degrees. So we can write angle LMN is equal to 75 degrees. Next question or next example is children, measure angle PIV. Measure angle PIV children. Okay. Now let's measure. So here the vertex I is kept on the center of the protractor. Then measure, you will get 135 degrees. Okay. Next children, how to construct. We will see how to construct an angle. Okay. So first step in construction of angle is first we drawing the baseline of the angle. The base of the angle will be BC, ray BC. We will draw ray BC using our scale or ruler. Then children, keep the point B on the center of the protractor, or we will keep the center of the protractor on the point B, and we will see which side the arrowhead is facing. It's facing towards right, so we will start counting from 0 degree to 110 degrees. Then we will make a point here, then we will join point A and B. So here we got 110 degrees. Next example is your children. Let's see another example. Construct angle MNP 85 degrees. Same process, we will draw ray NP and we will keep point N or the protractor on the point N, center of the protractor on point N. Then we will start measuring from 0. We will point M, then we will join MN. Okay, showing 85. So children, let's see, according to the measures of angle, we can divide angle into different types. So let's see how many types of angles are there. So first angle is your children acute angles. Angle whose measure is more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree is called an acute angle. Got it children? Suppose try to form a small V using your palms. It's an acute angle. Hands of a clock at 2 o'clock is an acute angle. Blades of a scissor, you can see here, is also an acute angle. Next children is your angle whose measure is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called an obtuse angle. So hands of a clock at 4 o'clock forms an obtuse angle. Angle formed by a Japanese fan is also an obtuse angle. Next type of angle is, your children, straight angle. So if two right angles are kept next to one another, they form a straight angle. A pencil or a pen is a straight angle. Edge of a ruler forms a straight angle. Books, all these are examples of straight angle. Next to the children, an angle whose measure is 360 degree is called a complete angle. So when arms of an angle takes a complete turn, an angle whose measure is 90 degree is called a right angle. The capital letter L in the alphabet forms a right angle. The corners of your school board forms a right angle. So children, one more type of angle is reflex angle. Reflex angle is greater than 180 degree. Reflex angle is greater than 180 degree and it is less than always 360 degree. You have to remember, children. So here you can see when I rotate this arm up to 90 degree is your acute angle. Up to 90 degree is your acute angle. When it goes to 90 degree, it's in right angle. Then from 90, when it's greater than 90, you can tell it's an obtuse angle. Then when it reaches to 180 degree, children, it becomes a straight angle. Then is when it's greater than 180 degree, you can see it's a reflex angle. It goes on reflex angle. And children, when it again reaches a full rotation, it is called 360 degree and it's called complete angle.